Hi everyone, it's time for another European trip. Not been out of the country for quite a while, so that's why there's been no vlogs lately. This trip we're going down to Switzerland. Got 3 days to get down there basically, so it's going to be a steady little trip. We're in no major hurry because we haven't got to be down there until Saturday morning, and I say it's Wednesday lunchtime. We've got loads of time, so we can meander down. Now, I'm not going to hang about, don't get me wrong, but I had a late start this morning. Got into the truck about 10 o'clock. I still feel knackered though for some reason. I don't know what's happened to me lately. Had to go and get this paperwork this morning because when I loaded yesterday, the paperwork wasn't ready. So we've been down to our office and got the paperwork. Have a steady old rundown. I'm going to stop in Clackett Lane on the way because I've got a road chef voucher that I've got to use. And I had a DM from them. They are looking into restructuring their vouchers and their things. So hopefully they'll increase their 7 days to a month like all the other motorway services. Because a week, 7 days is very hard to use. If you're not going to scoff, you know, on the night, if you're not that hungry, you get two £5 vouchers. So if you don't want to eat £10 worth of food on the night, and then perhaps you might have a weekend coming up or a bank holiday, or like me, you might be going out to Europe. It's very unlikely that you'll be able to use the other £5 voucher, or if you haven't used the £10, you lose it all. So they're looking into that, and hopefully they will increase that to valid for a month, which would be good. But we're on the 272 at the moment, heading across towards the A23. We've got the M23 and onto the M25, and then dive into Clackett Lane and use this voucher up because I got it the night before last. So if I don't use it today, by the time I get back in the country, which will be next Wednesday, it will be out of date. But they're on the case anyway. I have a good sort of contact with Road Chef, and the others come to that. Welcome Break and Moto. They're all pretty good behind the scenes. They'll always DM you, and if you've got any issues, they'll sort things out. So I can't fault them really. I know we all say it's expensive to park in, and which it is, but that's what it is, isn't it? So you can't change that. But as long as they're all friendly on the social media and they deal with issues and that, I haven't got a problem with them. Yeah, so we'll have a half-hour break in Clackett Lane, and we'll have a Costa and a bacon roll or something. That means we get down to Dover, I don't know, about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then paperwork can take a little while, but hopefully it'll be done pretty quick. And then go down, check in on the port, get on the boat, and then over to France. We're nipping the old wine shop on the way through. I'm not going to get my usual quota of wine because we haven't been over for a long time. We've run out of all our drink. Makes us sound like alcoholics, doesn't it? But I've got to stock up because I never know when I'm going back. But the thing is, I don't want to stock up with loads of booze. One, because I may need the money that I'm going to buy it if I get an emergency with, and two, if I'm going into Switzerland, I don't want to be caught by customs smuggling in loads of blooming booze, so we'll get it on the way back next week on Tuesday or whatever it is. We'll be back in Calais, and then we can get our wines and our lagers and our proseccos, and yeah, it'd be good. I'll get a carton of wine for myself on the way down, and a slab of beer, and some bottles of fresh water. Right, we got a Costa. Cheers everybody. So that's that, and I've got a nice bacon roll. There ain't a lot of bacon in it though, a bit tight really, and that's £3.65, believe it or not, with 2-3 crispy little bits of bacon, but it's tasty. There's a little bit of confusion over the voucher, because it was a £6 voucher. No, I've never seen a £6 voucher before, but that's what Sutton's got any issue. And the date on it, I could not decipher the date, and I thought, well, I'll give it in and see if they notice it. The girl that served me didn't notice it, but the guy that was sort of doing the drink, he said, what year is this, 2014? I said, no. So I made a point of taking my receipt in from parking the other night, and they accepted it. But I just could not work out how she'd written the date. It's really funny. So anyway, that's that. So this cost, this is a rip-off, isn't it? This cost £6, no, sorry, £7, £7.18. Ain't that a rip-off? A good job I had the £6 voucher. I'd never pay that. So I'm going to eat this now, and then we'll crack on down to Dover. Right, time to crack on. I don't know if you can see, but you see this bloke to my left. I'm sitting here obviously right next to his cab because I'm left-hand drive. And he got his window open, politely lights up a fag, so I'm getting all this crap coming in my cab. Lovely, isn't it? They're not allowed to smoke? They're not allowed to smoke in company vehicles. That's illegal for a start. Plus it's not very nice just doing that when someone's sitting next to you with their window open, having their lunch, is it? The smokers don't give a toss about anybody else, do they? If they're happy smoking in their trucks with the window open, that's fine. Right, this is an awkward, this is awkward to get out of here because it's left-hand drive. Got to put the mirror out, and then off we go.
Now follow the road to the right.
Right, we'll be in Dover about 2:30. Get round to the customs house, get his paperwork stamped. Hopefully we won't be in there too long. And I didn't really enjoy that Costa. I had it because I had to have it, otherwise I'd lose the voucher. But never mind. Yeah, so we get down, I don't know what I'm waffling on about here. Yeah, we get down to Dover, get this paperwork done, hopefully a bit quick. Normally within the hour, it has been the last couple of times I've been down there. And then get down and hopefully over on a boat a little bit swift.
to the B-side.
Just come past the Euro tunnel at Folkestone, and I'm really glad we're not going on the train. Well, I wouldn't have gone on the train anyway, because the queue's right out to the motorway, so that's going to be a long way. I just hope that down here it's not gone the same. I know there was some industrial action yesterday because a lot of our German colleagues had issues getting over yesterday afternoon, big delays. So I'm just hoping that the boat's not wrecked as well, they're ruined and knackered or whatever you want to call it. So we'll see anyway. We're 15 minutes off Dover now, so we'll have a look in a minute and see what's going on. Right, we've arrived in Dover now. I've got to go up and sort these customs papers out. Well, it's very blowy. I think it's going to be a bit of a rough crossing, so I'll see you in a bit. Might be an hour or whatever, so we'll watch this space. Right, the paperwork is now done. That took us almost exactly, hour and a half. So we got to get out of here. They stamp our parking ticket so we can get out the lorry park, free of charge obviously, because we're not staying there overnight. And we just got to go a little way down the road to get on the dock. So we'll see what that's like now. I've looked on Google Maps, it doesn't look too bad, so hopefully we can get on there and on the ferry pretty swift. So it's 4 o'clock now, so it's going to be a late finish tonight, I think. And Dover Castle's looking good this afternoon in the sunshine up on top there. Don't often notice that because I'm normally in too much of a blooming hurry, or the weather's rubbish down here. Yeah, so I suppose that wasn't too bad, hour and a half. It has been quicker, it has been longer, so it's quite reasonable. But just hope this ain't too nailed up going into the port, and then we've cracked it, look. Right, so far so good. It looks a bit choppy out there though. It's all churned up. This will be the next bit. When we go in here, let's know whether it's knackered or not. So it ain't as bad as the train. When we come past the blooming train, that was right out to the motorway, so I'm glad we've had to come to Dover to get this paperwork sorted. There you go. It's queuing up a little bit in here. So never mind. We've got 3 days to get down there. Alright, make your mind up. Seems to be a lot of horses going over. We've got a horse box in the front here. Look, there was one in that customs house. But I think this is going to be a bit. What's this idiot doing? God's sake, I don't know. I might have made a mistake there, mate. Right, I think that's going to be our lot now for a little while. Ugh. Well, that wasn't too bad at all. 20 minutes from when I last spoke to you. Those first lanes that you went in with are sort of keeping your back lanes so it don't all get nailed up in here. But yeah, it come through pretty quick. It says we're on the 1815 boat, but he says we're more likely to go on an earlier boat than that. So not too bad. So here we are, look. Usual place, Dover, chaos. All these little Eastern European van things as far as the eye can see. And there's the White Cliffs. Right, here we go at last. Been waiting nearly 2 hours. Get the old suspension up. Got a low rear end. We've had as you can see, we've had a nice downpour of rain while we've been sitting there. Hopefully it'll be dry when we get to France. Keep the old truck clean. All right, mate. Thank you. Yeah. We've got a bit of a dip here. Let's get the back end up a little bit. Such a low back end on this blooming truck. You didn't lift it up here, it just goes grinding into the blasted ground. Position. Nobody's going to ding me doors or anything like that. Blooming smash it.
Jack it up.
Right, we've made it. We're in awful trucks for the night. That's my view. Part between two non-fridge trucks, so I'm quite happy about that. And I went into Purdue and I saw this wine. I thought, well, I haven't had that before. I've written the price on the top there, look, focus. There you go, look, €5.50 or £5. So that's worth a little punt, isn't it? Have a little go at that, look, fruity wine. So that's not a bad deal, is it? I've got my usual rosé that we're used to. That's in the back. But I can't get that box in the fridge. But what I do, I'll take the bag out of the box and lay it flat in the fridge, and it sort of finds its own level. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I feel a bit weird after that crossing. I don't like boats at the best of times, especially when they're a little bit like that. So yeah, we were going to go a little bit further south today, but that has actually taken us from when we got into Dover to do that paperwork to when we got in here 6 hours. So I think that's enough for the day. I've plumbed in the old route on Jane on the sat nav to see how long it's going to take to get down to Basel, down to the border, and it's only 9 hours 40 minutes. So I haven't got to be there till Saturday morning, so I'll have a toodle on down tomorrow. I might get down to the border tomorrow and then just park up and do my paperwork on Friday and just stay there, because I don't need to go into Switzerland till Saturday morning. So yeah, it's easy, no rush, no more rush. Have a couple of breaks on the way down, a bit of Stevie Bloke bacon and eggs, all that old malarkey. Yeah, so I'm going to have my dinner now. I've actually got a with Greg's, the old Greg's the Bakers, when you got the app, you get stuff sent through to you. And like I was saying earlier, with the food vouchers from Road Chef, or any of the others really, if you don't use them, you lose them. So I had a salad meal that they sent me, but it was going to be running out by the time I get back. You know, the date would run out on the offer. So I've claimed that yesterday. That's in the fridge. I'm going to have that now for my dinner, with a bit of bread and butter and some mayo and all that old malarkey on it, maybe a little bit of pickle. And that's a nice freebie dinner for tonight, and a glass of this fruity wine, and I'll let you know tomorrow what that's like. The box looks good, but there you go. Any other wine we've had from Purdue that's been cheap ain't been bad at all. We haven't had a bad... Well, I think we did have one once, but we don't have that no more, obviously. Anyway, I'm going now. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll do the bit down through France and maybe just get on the Swiss border tomorrow. So, good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and any view, I love all these views, even from you haters and bullies and all that. I don't care. You just carry on. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, guys.